Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the foundations of the NFL. An instant bombshell that could redefine the Pittsburgh Steelers and send shockwaves through the entire league. This isn't just a rumor, it's a whisper from the deepest chambers of NFL power. A secret so explosive that my sources just confirmed it's the kind of move that comes once in a decade, perhaps once in a generation. A superstar, an elite game changer, a player whose mere presence can flip a team's entire dynamic. And right now, in the shadows of Pittsburgh's front offices, the gears are turning at a frantic, unprecedented pace. Phones are ringing off the hook. Confidential meetings are taking place in undisclosed locations. High-stakes negotiations are happening behind closed doors, and I've got the intel that some of the league's most influential figures are betting big on this move. But here's the kicker. They're keeping it secret from everyone. Not even the fans, the analysts, or the insiders like me were supposed to know until it's done. Yet I am here, risking everything to tell you first. Because this isn't just a rumor, it's an imminent seismic shift. The kind of deal that could alter the balance of power in the AFC North and cement the Steelers' status as serious contenders for the Super Bowl. And I promise you, what I'm about to reveal will leave you breathless. But before I drop this revelation, I need you to do something. I need you to hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and hit the notification bell. If you're truly in the know, this is the kind of story that separates the casual fans from the insiders. There are layers upon layers of game-changing detail, and I'm here to walk you through every single one. The next minutes could be the most important of your NFL fan life, because what's coming next is not just a trade rumor. It's a seismic transaction that could define the NFL's future. Now listen closely. You see, the Steelers are in a state of flux. After the tumultuous departure of Mike Tomlin, after 19 incredible seasons and a Hall of Fame career, the franchise is desperate for a spark. Their new head coach, Mike McCarthy, just landed in Pittsburgh after a whirlwind hiring that shocked the league. The Steelers are trying to retool their identity, their offense, their entire culture. And their biggest question mark: the quarterback spot, after the departure of Ben Roethlisberger and the uncertain future of Aaron Rodgers. The offensive line has promising youth but lacks explosive playmakers in the backfield. They need a game changer. They've been scouring the market, making subtle moves, whispering behind closed doors, trying to find that one missing piece that can take this team from good to great. And during this frantic hunt, a name has been floating around the league, a name that nobody saw coming, a player with a different profile but a potential fit so perfect it's almost unreal. They've been holding secret meetings, clandestine calls with agents, encrypted messages between front offices. Every move, every call, every subtle gesture is leading to one ultimate goal: acquiring a player who can immediately boost their offensive firepower, a player whose versatility, agility, and explosiveness could make defenses tremble. And then, they found him. Yes, I am talking about none other than Jeff Wilson Jr. That's right, Jeff Wilson Jr. The man whose name might have once been buried deep on fantasy rosters is now at the center of one of the biggest NFL trade rumors in recent memory. This isn't just a whim, a shot in the dark. It's a calculated, meticulously planned move, driven by real, tangible power plays. My sources in the league have confirmed it. The Steelers are actively engaged in talks with Miami, with San Francisco, and with Wilson's camp. They see him as the perfect puzzle piece. Why? Because Wilson brings something rare in today's NFL, a blend of agility, versatility, and explosiveness that could easily fit into Mike McCarthy's offensive system like a glove. And I'm telling you now, the details are staggering. This is the kind of deal that NFL insiders whisper about in hushed tones, a blockbuster, a game changer that could reshape the AFC's power structure. Now let me tell you in vivid detail who Jeff Wilson Jr. really is. Because once you understand this man's story, his stats, his potential, you'll realize why Pittsburgh's front office is willing to break the bank for him. Jeff Wilson Jr., born November 16, 1995 in Elkhart, Texas, is a player whose journey to NFL stardom is as inspirational as it is explosive. Standing 60, weighing 205 pounds, Wilson is the perfect prototype of a modern NFL running back. His playing style: an incredible mix of agility, vision, and power. Wilson is known for his ability to read the defense with a sixth sense, slicing through defenders with a burst of acceleration that leaves linebackers grasping at thin air. His quick cuts, lateral agility, and dependable hands make him a dual threat, capable of producing yards both on the ground and as a receiver out of the backfield. From North Texas, where he showcased flashes of brilliance, Jeff went undrafted in 2018, an overlooked gem that the San Francisco 49ers scooped up in free agency. And what a find that was. In his rookie year, he debuted on November 25, 2018, against Tampa Bay, rushing 7 times for 33 yards, modest, but a sign of things to come. Over the next seasons, Wilson's role gradually expanded, especially with his ability to produce in clutch moments. The 2018 season saw him explode with 23 carries for 90 yards against Denver, showing his potential as a thunderous runner when called upon. His knack for reading defenses and making decisive cuts earned him the nickname, the Silent Storm, because he often quietly accumulates yards while defenses underestimate his burst. Fast forward to 2023 and 2024, Wilson's career stats paint the picture of a player on the rise. With the Dolphins, he accumulated 41 carries for 188 yards, nearly 4.6 yards per carry, and added 14 receptions for 85 yards in 2023, showing that he's not just a bruiser but also a reliable receiver. Though his numbers in 2024 dipped slightly, the talent is undeniable. Explosive out of the gate, able to take over games when called upon, and possessing a unique blend of power and finesse. His contract situation. While specific figures aren't public, sources indicate Wilson signed a modest deal with the 49ers in August 2025. A deal with incentives, performance bonuses, and a market value that now makes him the centerpiece of this potential blockbuster. Imagine a player whose value skyrockets with this move, fitting seamlessly into the Steelers' offense, which desperately needs that spark. And why is Pittsburgh so hot for him? Because Wilson's style is exactly what the Steelers need right now. His ability to break tackles, carve out yards in tight spaces, and serve as a reliable safety valve in third-down situations is exactly the missing ingredient that could elevate their offense from decent to dangerous. Imagine the Steelers' run game with Wilson leading the charge. Defenders would have nightmares trying to contain his quick cuts and agility. And in the modern NFL, where versatility is king, Wilson's proven pass-catching ability makes him an even greater threat. But that's not all. Behind the scenes, the NFL insiders are whispering about the strategic chess match unfolding. The Miami Dolphins, after releasing him briefly in December, elevated Wilson to their active roster on January 3, 2026, indicating they still see him as a valuable piece. However, the league buzz suggests that Miami might be willing to part ways if the price is right, especially if the Steelers are willing to offer a package that includes draft picks, a potential player swap, or a combination of futures and cash. Now here's where the real drama kicks in. NFL insiders are confirming that the Pittsburgh front office, helmed by the brilliant GM Omar Khan, has been working behind closed doors with Wilson's representatives, striking a deal that would not only give them a key player, but also send shockwaves across the league. The Steelers are believed to be willing to pay a premium, possibly a mid-round pick plus a future consideration, or even a player in exchange, to secure Wilson's services immediately. The league's top executives, many of whom are watching this saga unfold with intense interest, are comparing this potential deal to some of the biggest trades in NFL history. Remember when the Rams acquired Cooper Kupp, or when the Seahawks traded for Marshawn Lynch? Those deals reshaped teams' entire seasons. Now Wilson's move to Pittsburgh might do the same, a catalyst for a franchise looking to reclaim its throne. And behind the scenes, the Steelers' coaching staff is buzzing with excitement. McCarthy, fresh from his big hire, has reportedly been pushing to bring in dynamic playmakers, especially someone who can turn one-yard carries into 20-yard explosions. Wilson fits that mold perfectly. His combination of quickness, vision, and reliability out of the backfield makes him ideal for McCarthy's aggressive vertical offense, stretching defenses, opening up deep routes, and creating mismatches all over the field. But let's not forget the financial side of things. Sources close to the Steelers reveal that they are crunching the numbers, trying to navigate cap space, player releases, and future contracts. Wilson's current market value, based on his performance, potential, and age, makes him a bargain at his price, especially if the Steelers can negotiate incentives tied to playoff success or yardage milestones. His contract could be restructured or extended, turning him into a cornerstone of their future plans. And what about the NFL's other contenders? Rumors swirling through league circles suggest that every top team, from the Bills to the Chiefs, are watching this deal with envy and anxiety. If Wilson moves to Pittsburgh, it's not just about gaining a talented runner. It's about shifting the balance of power, creating a ripple effect that could see other franchises scramble to respond. In fact, NFL authority figures have been quoted privately saying that this move, if completed, could redefine the AFC landscape, a statement that echoes throughout league offices and front offices alike. The Steelers have to act fast, because once this deal goes down, everything changes. The league will watch in awe as a new chapter begins. And now, here's where it gets even more intense. The league insiders are whispering about insider clauses, performance targets, and insane incentives embedded in the deal, clauses that could see Wilson earn millions more if he hits yardage milestones or helps the Steelers reach the playoffs. Imagine a contract that turns a solid player into a franchise icon overnight, with performance bonuses tied directly to the team's success. That's how serious and strategic the Steelers are being with this move. Because let's face it, in the NFL, your best players aren't just assets. They are weapons of mass destruction when used correctly. So the clock is ticking, and the next 48 hours are critical. The league's whispers are becoming shouts. The trades, the negotiations, the secrets, all pointing to one thing: Jeff Wilson Jr. in a Steelers uniform. And I'm telling you now, once this happens, everything changes. Are you ready for it? Are you prepared to see a team that was once on the ropes now rising like a phoenix? The Steelers, under McCarthy's new leadership, are poised to make history, and Wilson could be the spark that ignites their championship run. So stay glued, because I promise you, this story isn't over yet. And when these final pieces fall into place, the NFL will remember where they were when Wilson became a steel curtain legend. This isn't just a trade rumor. It's the start of a new dynasty in Pittsburgh. And you, my friend, are right in the middle of it. Remember these words: power, strategy, and destiny are about to collide. And if you're not paying close attention, you might miss the greatest NFL story of 2026. This is the beginning of something legendary, and I promise the next chapter is coming soon.